Hello and welcome, sports fans. This live video streaming event of Table Rock Sports Productions. I'm Aaron Nilsson with Danny Canada, coming to you live from Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is going to be a great one, the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou tonight, featuring the lossless, right, 6-0 Ashland Grizzlies visiting the homecoming hosts, 5-1 Crater Comets. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with District 6 School District and our participating community business partners. Be sure and download the new version of our free app. Watch all Table Rock Sports production events on your phone, tablet, PC, or anywhere you connect for free. We also invite fans to check out all the features on TableRockSports.net, where you can find easy access to live streamed events, Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight, and our new feature, the Alumni Watch. It is a chilly night, but not really much of a breeze. So conditions, although rain might be rolling in here, raining through Sunday. So we will see. I have to check in on that in just a minute, but it could be on its way. Danny, how are you feeling tonight? Excited?
I am excited. It's Friday night. I'm ready for some football, and this is going to be one of those fantastic games, is what you hope for, right? Rivals, they're here. It's homecoming night. They get the homecoming dance after. It's a whiteout. The crowd is pumped. They're ready to see their team win, and both of these teams are not looking to lose today. 6-0 Ashland Grizzlies, 5-1 overall the Comets, but you look at that even just a little tighter, they're both 2-0 in the league. So this could be a first, or will be a first league loss for one of these teams. The Comets, they're ranked right now, OSSA ranked number 2, and Ashland right behind them, the OSAA ranked number 3. So yeah, this is a tight rivalry game on a Friday night. Looking at this weather, rain says about 7 o'clock is when the rain's coming through. This is according to some kind of weather app I have on my phone, so you have to believe it, right?
Somebody's saying it's got to be true.
It's on the internet, man. It's got to be true. So, hey, you know what? This is true. It's Friday night. It's football. It's going to be good no matter what. So, yeah, I'm excited, Aaron. You?
Very. And this is one of those things where just me thinking about it, going, all right, is this going to be a 20-20 game because their offenses are going to take so much time on the field, or are they going to be quick striking and it's 80-80? So this really game could go any way, but both these teams putting up 40, 50, 60 easily almost on a weekly basis. Defenses aren't too shabby either. Nope. And coming up, though, we got Bill's Glass Coach's Corner. Talk to both Coach Bo and Randy. So both sides of them. We're going to step away for just a moment. You're watching TableRockSports.net. A lot to come. We're about 12 minutes to kick off. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, I'm School Resource Officer Robert Monenbach from the Central Point Police Department. Along with Officer Godley, we work to keep School District 6 students safe. As school resource officers, we receive specialized training to help students feel safe and offer someone to turn to with questions or concerns. This resource is not only for the students, but it extends to the parents and school staff. Part of our duties include visiting each school in Central Point and leading the 5th grade DARE education program each year. Central Point Police Department, dedicated to service and committed to excellence.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at Southern Oregon Sports.
And welcome back. We are here at Dutchmeyer Field in Central Point. This one, as you see now on the John Scott scoreboard, Crater and Ashland, both undefeated in the Midwestern League, as Danny pointed out. Both teams riding high on offenses. We got to get to Coach's Corner. Talk to both coaches. Coach's Corner brought to you by Bill's Glass, proud to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Bill's Glass has been the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned, family-run Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. So without delay, let's go ahead and hear from the visitors. I'm here with Ashland head coach Bo Lenders. Coach, you guys are 6-0, scored a lot of points. What have you been happy with your team so far?
Our execution, really. We knew we knew we had some talented, athletic kids. A lot of them have been playing since their sophomore year, starting their sophomore year, and it was about experience, learning how to play, learning how to compete, and then that execution part. And that's been, I guess, our biggest thing. That and decision making, the quarterback, and just keeping other teams on their toes.
And I asked Coach Waite this earlier, but 5-1 them, 6-0 you guys, high in the rankings. What does a win mean for you guys tonight, but also maybe what does a loss mean?
We talked about this with our kids quite a bit this week. Our theme of the week has been competitive greatness, and so we played some teams that maybe we were better than. We won't know how good we are until we play, a really good team. The Crater's a really good team, and so as long as we play our best and play well, we can be happy with the results. We obviously want to win, but if we play hard and we don't pull it out, then we're on the right track. If we play sloppy, we're not confident, we don't execute, we got to go back to the drawing board and look at why that was. We crumbled against a good team. So we're just going to take one play at a time, beat our tails off, and then let the scoreboard figure itself out.
Who is it that on Crater's side of the ball you're looking at is trying to hone in on or focusing on?
Trevor Davis is a guy, he started, I think, since his freshman year, so everything starts with him. Bakery's a really good running back, and so you essentially have two really good running backs in the backfield, and one of them just happens to be able to throw. And so it starts there, keeping him contained. We know he can throw the ball really far, so making sure we're covered well, but just keeping him kind of in the pocket and making big plays, basically.
Do you guys have any sicknesses, illnesses? Anybody out this week?
We have some guys with some mix of bruises and some things that we're going to have them come in kind of slow if we need them. But nothing serious.
Everybody's good to go?
I keep my cards close to my chest.
Okay, that works. It's a good night, it seems like.
Yeah, great night. This is the type of atmosphere you want. Friday night football. The kids get to play somebody else in the valley. We're not going to Eugene. We're going to have hopefully a packed crowd and an exciting game, hopefully.
You just try to play on their emotions maybe for homecoming that they have going on?
That's always a part of it, like whether we're having our homecoming or whatnot is how do you want them to leave? You want them to have a great homecoming dance, or you want them to be miserable? So we want them to make it to their dance safely, but we don't want them to be in a good mood.
That works. Thank you, Coach.
And that homecoming dance,
yeah.
I'm going to be DJing that right after this show here. A couple of friends of mine, we're doing it with Hot 98.9. It's today's Hottest Hits local top 40 show. So we're excited about that dance. These kids are pumped. That's great that the coach caught on to that.
That's what I asked as far as emotions they want to play in on that. And he's like, yeah, we want them to make it safely, but we like them to be miserable. So
if we lose, I'll make sure to cheer them up.
Okay.
How about that?
Yes,
I'll
good.
make them non-miserable. That'll be my job.
That's on you, man. That's a tough thing to do. Let's go ahead and hear from Coach Waite now. About 6 minutes till kickoff. All right, here with Crater head coach Randy Waite. Randy, for tonight's game, Ashland, offensive juggernaut so far, what is it about their offense you've been looking at that maybe might concern you?
Well, their quarterback's outstanding. He makes lots of throws, gets the ball out, doesn't take early sacks, run the ball sometimes, escapes pressure. And they got playmakers on the outside that can make plays, so it'll be fun.
And what do you think as far as the rest of the season? They got a couple more games, but maybe playoff seeding. What might a win do for you tonight, but also what might a loss do to you?
Well, a win puts us in the driver's seat as far as having the home playoff game. We still got to take care of business the last couple of weeks, but same thing for them. We're all shooting for at least a home playoff game, and once you get in, if you're at home, it's much better. So a loss moves us down a little bit, but that still gives us an opportunity to have a home playoff game. So when you lose to good teams, you don't drop too much. So.
And last week, I know something that stood out. Even the last few weeks, there's a lot of penalties on the team. The last week, I think it was around 130 yards in penalties. What is that? Has that been a focus for you guys? Have you talked about it? What have you said to the guys as far as all those penalties you've been having in the games?
Yeah, we talk about it. We are okay with effort penalties. I think a few of those were just finishing the tackle and things like that were their effort penalties, and some of them were just dumb. And so we can't have those. We can't have dead ball penalties, and so that just puts us behind the chains. And if we get behind the chains, we're not as effective as we could be. That being said, we still scored 57 points, or so we still scored what we needed to score, but we just have to get rid of the dead ball penalties.
And as far as any injuries, illnesses, anybody out this week?
So far, we're good to go.
Great. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling excited. I'm excited to watch him play.
Should be a good one. Thanks, Coach. Good luck. There you go. There you have both coaches for the Bills Glass Coaches Corner. So effort penalties, he's okay with. A lot of those were personal fouls. That's past effort. That's just excessive. That's what we've been seeing.
Well, it's not just excessive, but it's sloppy, right? It's face masks. It's hits when they don't need to be. It's, unsportsmanlike conduct's getting chirpy with your mouth sometimes. It's just, it's completely unnecessary. That's why they call it, unnecessary roughness or unsportsmanlike conduct. So, I get it. If you're running after you can't stop, you accidentally hit someone, okay. Hopefully the refs can see that too, but those penalties on a tight game like tonight, they will be your
could be the difference.
Destroyer. Yep.
Could be the difference, especially when you have a team like South Eugene that, South Eugene last week, they're terrible. However, how many third down and 4 or longer situations this Crater defense had, and then all of a sudden, personal foul, late hit, different things, unnecessary roughness, and it gives the Axe a first down, kept him in that game.
Yep.
31-26 at halftime. Honestly, shouldn't have been that close. But 136 yards penalties last week. That's something Comets have to clean up, especially against this Ashland team. We have about 3 minutes till kickoff. Teams are set down at midfield for the coin toss. We'll have the results for you that and first half kickoff in just a moment. We're back here. We're going to keep it here, even though it shows 2 minutes. We have been caught off guard so many times. They don't usually go by that clock. So we're just going to hang tight.
We do know, however, that Crater has elected to receive. They will receive. And the Grizzlies will be having the north side of the field to start. Comets with the south side of the field. And the Comets are ready to go.
I hope the rain. I love the rain. However, I would like it to hold off for at least the first half. I want to give both of these teams, because I think as far as a fair shot, rain going into it, it's not necessarily about preparation at that point. When you have weather that is raining. Okay, never mind.
Told you, 7 o'clock. It said it to start.
I'm looking at them, looking at the players. You cannot tell. But, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, when you put it up against the light, you can see it. But just looking straight out into the field looks perfect. Nice, dry, crisp night. But no, that rain's coming. It's a football night, Aaron.
There it goes. See, that's what I'm saying. Weather comes into it. Just the ball's slippery. It slipped. You can't prepare for that necessarily. You can wear as many gloves as you want. You can carry the ball around 24/7. You can sleep with it. You can have it in your class. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't matter. When the weather comes into play, it just goes haywire. So I was hoping this would hold off at least until halftime to see what these teams would do without weather being a factor. But it's not. I mean, here we go.
Would you consider weather to be like
the 12th
man?
The 13th man, probably.
13th, yeah?
Yep.
Maybe. Because it can go both ways, though. So you don't have necessarily an advantage, one team or other, because you both have to deal with it. But it could definitely change your game plan, right? Depending on how heavy the rain gets, or, of course, it would change some of your throwing, maybe some of your kicking plans that you've got, right? So
things slip when they normally wouldn't slip. Yep. And that's what I mean. It's such a, I don't know the right word, but
it's such a variable, right? Weather
Definitely
is
a
a variable
variable.
that it's hard to control because you don't know what it's going to do. Right, your hands are colder, so you're not going to catch the ball the same way. There's so many different areas to it. So
it's not optimal for sports, and it's fine.
It's great for
But
spectators, and that's
well,
who
yeah.
we are. So
yeah, we are underway. This one is inbounds. Amoson's got it. Excuse me, no. Brock, actually. Brock has it. He is smothered. Out the Ireland to see where they mark him. Mark him at the 34. So Trevor Davis and Co. will start first and 10 from their own 34. That's not bad field position to start off with.
no, that's great when you think that's almost 10 yards more than you would get if you just took a knee there. I mean, that wasn't going to go into the end zone for a touchback anyway. So, no, good return. Good way to set up your team. First drive, let's go.
And Acree starting things off with a bang, bouncing to the outside. Inbounds, but into Grizzlies territory inside the 44. Acree's got it again. But he's only going to get about 2 on that one.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, quick pitch to the outside. Again, just throwing Ashland another look, letting them see some other play, which hopefully later on in the game you make it look something like that. Bust it off for a big gain. Gavin Acree, you never know what kind of gains he's going to get. At any moment, he could break one loose and be gone an entire field. He's done one of those, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
98-yard kickoff return, wasn't it?
Yep. And we got a flag already. False start on the offense, so back that up 5 yards.
You know, and like we were talking about penalties, you're at home, the crowd's on your side. That is one of those penalties that are just unexcusable, you know your team, you know your cadence, you know your quarterback. They've been working with Trevor Davis for the entire year, so that's just one of those penalties that are unacceptable.
Davis getting a lot of good protection, but he's got to scramble now. And he gets caught behind. That's a sack.
And a half.
And that looks like Logan Sanford for the Grizzlies. So we got the replays working at least.
And that's about a 13-yard sack that they just made him backpedal forward. And that was just an interesting decision by Davis to not let the ball go, just throw it downfield and get it incomplete, not a sack.
Have to get to the 34. It's in good hands. Acree still up, still up, still up. That's a first down, Comets, as long as there's no flags.
And it looks clean so far, so I think that's going to stick. Great run.
They give it. A huge first down play. Douglas, nice move inside, down to about, they're going to call him at the 15. But another first down, Comets.
Yeah, and that first down that they just had, that long run by Acree there, that was, like you say, very, very crucial. Because that would have given them, an opportunity to have to punt. And good field advantage for the Grizzlies. But here we go, marching.
Acree cuts inside the 5. That's going to be another first down. That'll be first and goal, Comets. At the 3. This offense doing what we expected them to do here on this first series. Davis keeping it himself, pushing down and signal for a touchdown. It is. And they got the fireworks going here on homecoming.
Wasn't able to see him to catch him on the camera for you. Not sure where they're firing him off, but I'll have a look next time.
Yes, so that's a 3-yard touchdown run by Trevor Davis. Davis makes it 7. All right, now. Took up a lot of the clock there. You're watching TedBrockSports.net. It is already 7-0. Crater out front. Be right back after these messages.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Welcome back to TedBrockSports.net. Aaron Nilsson, Danny Canada, Crater on their first series from the 34. So 66-yard play. Takes almost 4 minutes off the clock. A 3-yard touchdown run from Trevor Davis. Comets are up 7-0 here on their homecoming. And Davis almost completely through the back of the end zone. Coming out to the 20.
Trying to get his first field goal of the night?
He is. Sorry, they should let him know that won't count. I know when I was kicking, I was hoping to do that. That should count. That should be at least 1 point. I think
cool
if you
rule.
could do that.
That would be a cool rule.
Give
if the
one.
kicker could put one through from the kickoff.
Yes, give him a point.
Give him a point. Because that's impressive.
So 6'1", 210 senior Rieger Sayer in the shotgun for the Grizzlies. And he is stuffed at the 15.
And that was a great sack there. I mean, great penetration by the D just to get up and around, get back in there towards the quarterback. Great coverage on the backside, too. So, he had to hold it for just that extra second, which allowed the defenders to get in there, wrap him up, and bring him down for a sack. First play of the game for Crater D. Great job.
That was Angel Perez getting it on there.
Let's get it on.
So Ennis got the penetration, but Perez ended up getting to him first. This is a handoff and stop behind the line. That's Austin Harris. So this is going to be third. Where are they marking them? They got to get to the 30. So 3rd and 15 for the Grizzlies here on their first series.
And that was probably a bit of a gain on that particular run, but you're still working from a loss and a negative, a negative deficit here. Going the wrong way for the Grizz, not good.
Sayer rolling to his left, getting pressure, stepping up. He knows where that first down line is, and he's probably going to get it. He will. So great run by Sayer.
Yeah, and Sayer 6'1", 210, big guy. I just got weighed the other day. I'm 209.
All right.
Maybe I can call myself a big guy. But I'm only 5'10". So his 6'1", speedy. He's got some wheels right there. That was a great run by Sayer. It looks like we've got a timeout.
Timeout, Crater. They're first. And we're going to step away for just about 30. Be right back after these messages.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye.
We're already back. But we appreciate you counting down the launch of the next space shuttle.
I wish I was an astronaut. When I was 6.
You already drink Tang. I don't know what else. Drink Tang, feel like an astronaut? I do. It's because of that great first down run. Sayre had his eyes on the prize, and he went for it, got it. He knew he needed to get to the 30. And this was stopped behind the line as well. Demario Watson not going anywhere except backwards.
Chenoweth on the tackle there. Just great job punching right through. Kept his eyes on the ball and the runner. Taking him down for a loss. How many on that one? 5? 4?
He lost 3 on that one. So brings up 2nd and 13. Sayre, nice pass up the middle. This one's going. Still up. Taken down around the 30. That was Gabe Eckwall.
Yeah, great pitch and catch right there. Quarterback, receiver on the same page. Able to break away, get some yardage, get right up into the Crater zone here on the 30-yard line, almost into the red zone. That was a great move. And I think we might be going with what your second assessment was, is 80 to 80?
80-80.
Could it be 80-80? I don't think it'd be that high, but it could be a high-scoring game tonight.
Yes. I'm going to let this play clock run down. We were just under 5 here at Dutch Meyer. So let that run down. It looks like it's just a light rain coming down right now, so it doesn't seem to be affecting too much. But yeah, with 5 minutes left already, this is their first series. Play clock really running down quickly, so I don't think they'll have time to get to 80. 40 is a real possibility. Sayre goes for the short one. That was Eckwall again, and they're calling the forward motion stop, so they'll keep that time running. That brings up 3rd down and 6.
Feels like he made one catch there, one step back, and then just the momentum just kept going way back. Thank goodness for forward progress.
Yep.
That would have been a big loss.
Looks like Coach Lenners was calling for that timeout for Ashland. That'll be the first one for them. So both teams down to 2 timeouts here with, we'll go with that, 4:18 left on the clock. And we're going to keep it right here. Before after the game, stop in at Arby's at 41 East Stewart Avenue in Medford, where they have the meats and they mean it. Arby's at Stewart and Riverside, before or after the game. We have some pizza complimentary at Bobbio's. Appreciate that. Every home game. And they're right here, even if you don't want to drive all the way to Stewart to the Arby's after the game. Bobbio's is probably closed, so they close at 10. I can't remember how open they are, how late they're open on Friday nights, but they're right over here in Central Point.
I'll be eating Bobbio's pizza tomorrow. I'm hosting the Spartans home opener at the rink for 102.7 The Drive tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Bobbio's is hooking us up with more pizza. I eat a lot of pizza, Aaron. I'm not going to lie to you. I really do. I love it.
Pizza's good.
It's like a different meal every time. Different toppings, different sauces.
Sayre going to the end zone, but well over his receiver. That was Sanford, the intended receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
So 4th and about 6 right here. Probably a little too far to kick it. You don't really want to punt. You think the Grizz are going to go for it here?
If I was the kicker for the Grizzlies, I'd be kicking it.
Field goal?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're also a 38-year-old man. Guessed? 35? Hey, whoa.
I kicked the 55-yard field goal in high school. Don't just lay off, man.
Sorry,
Jeez.
Maybe you're not 38. How old are you?
37.
Oh.
I'm just saying that it's not the age that matters. In high school, kicked 55 yards. Is that a turnover on downs for Ashland?
It's the leg.
Yeah, man.
Leg.
That was at the 26. That's only a 43-yard field goal. That's easy. Easy peasy, man.
Easy,
43, that's nothing. Come on.
Should be kicking those all day. That's
high school kicker
up.
can't make 43. They should not be kicking.
Maybe not.
That's probably why they went for it.
Look at a different career.
So,
maybe
yes.
a placeholder.
Or don't bank on a college scholarship. So switches hands to Crater now. 1st and 10 from there, 26. Acree. The move moves outside. Picks up about 2 on that one.
Yeah, that seemed like a lot of work for just 2 yards. He just couldn't get downfield on that one. Great job, the Grizzly D, just to be able to stick with him and just push him out to the outside, and not let him cut up downfield. And yeah, you see there, just a quick gain of 2, and back to the drawing board.
Well, and Acree is kind of like Barry Sanders. He's going to get a lot of east and west for a few yards. That's going to be incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Sorry, intended for Dawson Douglas there. That one just incomplete. Seemed to be thrown into a lot of traffic right there. Probably wouldn't have been a good completion either.
Davis keeping this one. He bowls ahead for the 1st down past the 40-yard line. That is the 5th 1st down for Crater here in this 1st quarter. We're under 3 minutes. Gonna watch for a delay of game here. Acree going ahead for about 2 yards. Stretching.
Yeah, and so far, like you're saying, great game plan by the Comets to be holding on to the ball. And it was really interesting, you know, they say the formula or the secret to beat the Chiefs is to keep the ball out of Mahomes' hand. Keep him on the sideline.
Exactly. Douglas 1st down about the 44-yard line.
And Crater's doing a good job eating up the clock here. That's what I was trying to get at there. Keep the ball out of your opponent's hand.
Exactly, the high-potent offense for the Grizzlies. We got to look at these scores that they had. So last they took on Eagle Point, won 48-0. 66, 33, 60, 49, and 56. So they've not scored fewer than 33, but they've scored as many as 66 and been in the 60s twice. And Brock breaking tackles, getting inside the 30. Another 1st down. You hear that say, too, where the best defense is a good offense. Sometimes the best offense is a good defense as well. As we're talking about what you're just saying, keeping the ball out of the hands of the other team's offense, especially knowing what they can do. That one's incomplete.
And see that there, great decision by Davis to just get out of it, get rid of it. Play was broken down. You get defenders right in your face, which is why it surprised me earlier that they took that sack rather than just launching it and getting rid of it.
Be careful when you're launching it, too. You got to be sure you're getting it to the sidelines, you're getting it out of bounds.
Yeah.
It's not intentional grounding. But anytime a the quarterback can get rid of it safely. It's a good call. That is intercepted. Wow.
And that was quick.
Eric Rodriguez.
Great job, Rodriguez, just being in the right place, keeping his eye on the quarterback, and then more importantly, eye on the ball as he brings it in for an interception. That's a complete pass, and Grizzlies breaking up that drive.
Intended for Jasko, and he just stepped right in. Watson getting stuffed there, not getting even back to the line of scrimmage. So the Comets defense doing really well.
Comets defense doing great. Ashland defense doing great. Interception, turnover.
Yep. This could be
holding them so far to only one touchdown, right? Only one score so far.
When the story was the offense, sometimes that happens. It turns out to be the defense that shares the spotlight or steals the spotlight, maybe for both of these teams. Second and 12. And they're going to call that a PI.
Yeah, Kwiatlinski, I think, just arriving there a little too quick on that one.
So that'll be a first down for Ashland after that. The 15-yard penalty gives them a first down at their own 46. So we got 17 seconds left. Sayers still in the shotgun. Looking deep, but well overthrown. And that was Sanford again, the intended receiver.
Yeah, nowhere in the area where that pass ended up, too. So I'm not sure, maybe a little bit off the wrong page. Maybe he got hung up a little bit by the defender. I'm not sure there. That was just an odd throw, in my humble opinion.
It's not really the rain. Doesn't look like it's coming down right now. And Ashland scoring. A complete pass into the end zone. However, flag on the play. This is coming back.
And I think he had his hand on his hand in his head. Was that what it was? It's a legal person downfield.
There's only a 5-yard penalty.
So it's kind of like that vein of a false start or a legal procedure, a legal player downfield, that type of a thing.
An eligible man downfield.
That's the one.
Or an eligible receiver. Yeah. So first and goal now from the 14. And that is waved off for another flag. And that was another touchdown by the Grizzlies.
Did he make it in? I wasn't sure if he got in.
He made it in, but this one's coming back. Another 5-yard penalty.
And it's going to be an illegal shift or procedure.
Illegal formation after the Grizzlies repeat first down.
And look at that. That's 2 penalties by the Grizzlies that have hurt themselves. And penalties will only hurt your own self. And that's, it's hard to do when you're younger too, right? Keep the game clean.
So they've scored 2 plays in a row. Are they able to get it for a third? This one's looking good. And there's no flag. There is no flag, so that is a score for the Grizzlies. Gabe Eckwall.
Yeah, great job, Grizzlies there. Using up a good chunk of the clock coming in here, ending out the rest of that first quarter, taking a few minutes off the second, marching down methodically. Don't give up. Don't get down on yourself. Even though they got themselves a couple penalties, got pushed far back. It could have gone the complete other way. But great job. Good play call by the coach, too. And there you go.
It was just a matter of time before the Grizzlies were going to score.
Oh, yeah. And here they go tie it up.
7-7 on the John Scott scoreboard. You're watching SapeRockSports.net. Be right back after these messages.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central.
We are back, and you see on the actual scoreboard the kickoff after Ashland scored the 19-yard touchdown pass. Gabe Eckwall. Comets turn now again. And Sheard comes down with that. The 38, so a little trickery, I'm guessing, on that one.
Yeah, a little onside kick. That's kind of interesting choice to go with there. You end up giving the Comets fantastic field position. However, it's a good gamble, right? Because you could come away with the ball yourself. And great job by Ashland saying, we are not going away. We are playing this game. We are coming at you and keeping it tied. And then to do something like that, that's aggressive play calling. I love it.
They know with this offense. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, now you got to have the faith in that defense to stop it, since you weren't able to secure the ball for your own side.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. That's probably why it's unexpected for the Comets to go, well, you know what our offense can do. You would try to squeeze every yard you can out of us. Davis is up the sideline, still in bounds, and runs out to about the 25. Yeah, you want to kick this as far as you can, right? Why you're not going to try an onside? That's ludicrous.
That is,
But no, that is. It's pretty smart.
It is, except for bust out 60-yard run by Davis, or however far that was. 30 yards.
They were at 39. So about 35 yards on that run.
All right, so slight exaggeration on the 60, but you know what I'm saying.
It's all right. It's all right. Acree holds it down to about the 21, maybe the 22. It was a long run, that's for sure.
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5.
Davis going to the end zone. He's got Shear and wide open for the touchdown.
And Shear showing his hands twice on that drive, basically because he was the one that came up with that onside kick. He was there, aware, ready, got his hands up, gave his team great field position, and right there showing his speed, busting himself wide open, and great ball skills too to be able to come down with that corner of the end zone. Another 6 points for the Comets.
Mark, that is a 22-yard touchdown catch. Davis on for the extra point. That one is through, no problem. 14-7 on General Scott scoreboard. You know what? We're going to take another break. Right back after these messages.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye Care.
Welcome back to the Greater Comets and the Ashland Grizzly Great Rival game. Got a couple other scores for you here. St. Mary 7-0 over Brookings, about the start of the second for them. North 21 over Roseburg, and Sheldon 21 over South. So South in the losing position tonight to Sheldon. How long did that drive take for the Comets to get 6 on the board? Less than a minute? Because we're looking at about 9 minutes on the clock.
It was 10-something, yeah.
When the Grizzlies scored their last one. So that took about a minute.
That was Sam Gander. He just took a gander, let it go into the end zone for a touchback.
And that was a wise gander. He must have been thinking, what's good for the goose?
Yes.
That's good for the whole team. Yeah, give yourself. That was a smart move. Trying to pick that one up back against you, have that whole Crater special teams rushing at you with your back behind them. Yeah, that would have been a silly move to try and take that one, turn it around, and get upfield.
Out of the air might have been okay, but because they already took some bounces, and yeah, that team rushing right at you. So Sayer starting from the 20. Tosses to Watson. Watson picks up 1, maybe. Tripped up. And that rain is falling still, but not super heavy. Looks like they even gave him 2 on that one. So on 2nd and 8, Sayer went long, and that one is incomplete. Nathan Carter, the intended receiver. This Comets DB's playing tight receivers for the Grizzlies. They know what Sayer, especially that's what Randy Waite, Coach Waite talked on in the Bills Glass Coaches Corner, just how dangerous Sayer is and how many points they've been able to put up. That's not all been on the ground. So good defense by the DBs for the Comets. 3rd and 8. Going short, and that's incomplete even. That was Hayden Ellis, the intended receiver. Even if he made the catch, he was not getting much.
No, and that's a great 3 and out right there by the Comets, D. Not letting them get off pretty much just, your 20-yard touchback position, and this is going to give them great field position now after a punt. And this is kind of where you have to start watching it. When you start winning the field position game, sometimes it's really hard to catch up when it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be a tight one tonight, Aaron. Totally different than what I was anticipating. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I expected probably in the 40s, 50s. But it really is hard for both teams to do that unless it's just, 1 minute for each series and you're scoring almost every play. That's a good punt.
Great punt.
The Grizzlies bounce, takes it down to about 26. Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajgopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger, the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781. 779-3781. Hopefully no one needs jaw surgery or any teeth removal after this game. Davis keeps it, moves it up to past the 30. Pick up a 4.
Brought down by number 23, Austin Perry.
Second and 6. And too far for Douglas. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. So similar situation for the Comets that Grizzlies just had on their previous series. Davis looking to pass again. He's going long for Shear. And that was broke up nicely. Alex Spencer on the coverage. Brings up 4th down, and Crater's going to have to punt.
Yeah, that was great coverage there, too. Just getting there right at the same time the ball's arriving, playing the ball, not really playing the receiver, looking back and just swats it right out of the air. Great job, and great job for the entire Grizzly D to just put right back what the Comets did, a 3-and-out and force a punt deep in your own zone. Now Davis has to get that leg out and do another return the favor and get that ball down inside the 20 on the other end for the Comets.
I feel like Davis just kind of underthrew him just a little bit. I know Shear got his hands to it, but a little more inside and a few more yards and could have been on his way. That one is fair cop. That'll be at the 33.
And good punt, just because of the fair catch, didn't get the opportunity to have a bounce in the favor. But still, Grizzlies have a long field to go.
This is about where they would have been had they gotten a first down on their previous series. This one tossed out. Taken down just a couple yards short of the first down, Eric Rodriguez.
Eric Rodriguez is the ball carrier. A gain of 9 yards. Brought down by Perez and Blanc.
So it'll be second. Now a long one. We're under 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Only 14-7. Watson puts it back down, and sure, that was not a lateral. They called it a forward pass.
It was slightly, but it did cross, a little bit more forward. But good awareness there for the receiver to think, oh, maybe this was a behind to get back on top of it. But yeah, no, that was a forward pass, incomplete. Brings up second down, third down.
Watson batted that down, but yeah, you could tell he was trying to get up real quick to get on it just in case it was considered a lateral pass. Because, yeah, it would have gone over to the Comets. So 3rd and 1. Should be an easy pickup for the Grizzlies with only 1 yard to go. And they're going deep. One had a catch. Amazing catch for Eckwall. Show that again. First down. Just with his right arm out there. Got it. Right in the breadbasket. Watson, he overthrows. Watson, that's going to be an incomplete. He's up 2nd and 10. So Sayer right on the money for Eckwall in that previous throw, but then right there on first down. Now the Bills went everywhere. timeout. Ashland, their second timeout of this first half. We will also take a timeout. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass.
Welcome back. Second down and 10. Ashland down by 7. In Crater territory. Short pass to Ekwall, and Ekwall is stuffed with no gain on that one.
Yeah, nowhere to go either. I mean, the Comets were all over that one. They saw it coming a mile away. And great execution to get right to the receiver the second he got the ball. No gain, like you say.
That's a tough one when you throw something short to the flat like that. You have the receivers who are blocking right there at this line of scrimmage. So you have the defenders, the DBs, are right there at the line of scrimmage too, and you just hope that the block's good enough for you can get through. Otherwise, one of those DBs gets free, they get a hand on you, like as they did, and you're going down.
Yeah, that play almost is done before it starts. But one little break, one good block, yeah, and you could be off to the races.
Short pass, and Sanford not going anywhere on that one. That's going to bring up 4th. And let's see if they're marked it as the 10. So 4th and 11, actually, losing a yard. This is definitely the 4-down territory where it's a 50-yard field goal or a nonsensical punt. So much time, your defense is still doing well. You may as well go for it. And he's got space. And he's not going to get it. He is stumped for another turnover on downs for the Comets defense.
So 11, needed 11, didn't get it. But I love the call.
Got about 8, it looks like. Davis with the keeper. Gets about 2.
Run by Davis, brought down by number 12, Logan Sanford. 2-yard gain.
This is kind of now what this turned into, is that field position game. And remind you, Crater receiving the first kickoff of the game. They will be kicking off for the first of the second half. Davis keeps that one again, gets it past the 30, but it's going to bring about a 3rd and 4. Davis not really going with the hard counts very much right now, but
no, he wasn't. I was going to say that was an interesting call by Coach Wade too. 2 QB keepers in a row.
Will it be a 3rd?
Nope.
It is not. Amison, enough for the first down though.
But if you noticed what the play calls there were, they were 3 exact looking play calls, the same, right? From the pre-snap to just right at the snap They all look the same. 2 keepers, and then that one there, a nice little pass out to Amos.
Amoson with that, with the first down. Yeah, the running back just doing the cross right in front with a fake handoff. Keeps the clock running. Davis goes long to Jasko, and Jasko he was on his back, but they don't call the penalty on that one.
And that was off his hands, too. And Jasko usually pretty good in those situations, being able to grab those and bring them down.
I'll show it right here. So he did. It looked like he had his hands all over his back. But ref right there in position, not calling the PI.
Well, you know, hands on the back is okay as long as it doesn't interfere. If you're not twisting the receiver, if you're not pulling at his jersey, if you're not slowing him down or interfering him in any way, you can have your hands on the receiver, kind of feeling where they're going, especially if you're trying to play the ball as a DB so you can kind of know where the receiver's going.
Shear with that catch, pushed out about the 48-yard line, so close to a first down. Keep the clock running. And they give him the first down. It's about 2:45 left in this first half. Crater at midfield. Acree gets the handoff for the first time in a long time. Into Grizzlies territory.
Adam Acree up the middle for a 3-yard run, brought down by number 50, Cooper Angle.
On 2nd and 7, Davis going along again. Jasko makes this catch.
And like I say, he's usually pretty good at coming down with those. And there you see it right there, folks. Great catch, great concentration. And what a great way to pick up a first down.
That one more time. Perfectly passed. Got him right at the 11. And the Grizzlies are taking their final timeout. We'll stay right here. Bills Glass, proud to be a sponsor of high school athletics. Bills Glass has been the industry leader in clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years, covering the full spectrum of glass from your vehicle to any room in your house. Locally owned, family run, Bills Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. Also, fans, thank you for watching live high school sports coverage on TableRockSports.net. It's made possible by our outstanding sponsors, including our title sponsors, the Lithia Superstore on Crater Lake Highway, and General Manager Jason Lawrence. Browse online at lithiasuperstore.com and then come in and work with the outstanding staff. Say hi and thank Jason Lawrence if you get a chance. Our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore. So 1st and 10 from the 11 for the Comets.
Ball placed at the 11, 1st and 10, Comets.
We actually have 144 here at Dutchmeyer Field on this scoreboard. And off to Acree. Spins, keeps driving, and he's not going to go anywhere for it. Progress stopped at about the 7-yard line.
Acree up the middle, 4-yard gain.
Crater, especially knowing that Ashland is going to get the ball. They will not use their timeouts.
I wouldn't. This is great. Use up all the clock you can. Get that extra score. Have a little insurance before halftime. Go up by 2 points. I think that's a smart move.
So 2nd down. Davis keeping it. And Davis spins in for the score.
Now with leaving a minute on the clock, maybe you left a little too much for the Grizz to come back and do an attack. But, hey, take it when you can get it, right?
That's an 8-yard touchdown rush by Davis.
set up by that amazing catch by Trevor Jasko. 40-yarder? How long did we say that was? Did we? Did we say?
We didn't say it.
Well, all right.
But if only we had a replay. Oh, look, we do. So from the 49, catching at the 10. So a 39-yard reception, so very close. Davis punches that one through to give them a 2-score lead, 21-7 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We're going to step away for just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Ashland has the ball, and they have a full minute to go to do something with it. Welcome back. Perfect timing as Davis kicks off, and this one will not be returned. Touchback for the Grizzlies. So 80 yards to go. No timeouts. Plenty of time for the Grizzlies with their offense. I would anticipate some short passes possibly to Watson, Rodriguez, or Ekwall.
Yeah, I think they're going to do some short passes to the sidelines, try and get a little rhythm flowing before maybe take a couple of shots deep. I bet you see a couple of short ones first.
And then we have a penalty flag.
And that's probably going to be a false start.
Yep. You're right.
Well, that's usually one of the only ones that they'll stop right before play, right? If it's a defensive one or if it's, they'll usually let those play.
Too many players. But, yeah, there's only a few.
Where they'll stop the play there. They'll not let it go. But, hey, now you're looking at a 1st and 15. You're right down there in your own 20 or 15-yard line.
85 yards to go now. So clock had started a little too early. Now we have the right time on the clock. Just over 1 minute. There's that first short pass to Sanford, but he is kept in bounds and with no timeout.
Pass complete to Morgan Sanford.
They're going to have to do this hurry up 2-minute offense.
Great job. I believe that was James Ruth with the tackle, keeping him in bounds, not letting him get out to the sideline. Keep that clock rolling. Good job.
Pass to the sideline, but that's going to be not enough for a first down. So 2nd down and short for the Grizzlies.
Just stop the clock for a second, though. And then again, it stops when you get your first down. So I think it's a good play call. Regroup. Try again.
That one is read and intercepted. Bruce Kwiklinski. They got all their timeouts. This is 30 seconds left.
Flag.
Number 3, Bruce Kwiklinski.
With this flag, who is this on?
Yeah, this could be anything. It could be holding as they're trying to run the ball back, so it could be a holding on Crater. It could be an unsportsmanlike because of the interception. It could be all sorts of different things. Let's just see what the refs see here.
He is facing that way, so they are going backwards.
And yeah, that was unsportsmanlike conduct there. And that's, like you're saying, one of those big ones, those penalties that Crater really has to look. And you see now they're back on their own territory, well at the 50-yard line instead of being deep into the Grizzlies. Yeah, they got half a minute and they got their timeouts, but this is killing them.
15 yards you want to give up. But yeah, 2 timeouts left, 30 seconds to go. They can do anything they want at this point. And try to tack on to this 2-score lead going into halftime.
And if they get one more here, this could be the end of the Grizz.
That one is over the head of Shear.
Yeah, and I don't think that was an intended pass. That one just kind of broke down. Davis trying to find a way to get out of there. Just get it out of bounds. It's uncatchable for anybody, but obviously not going to be called for any sort of intentional grounding.
Desperation throw, yeah, from Davis.
Yeah, you got to do it, which is not too bad. That only took up about,
7 seconds.
There you go. I wasn't that quick in the math. I got
right.
a B+. I passed, but I wasn't that quick, Mr. A+.
That's okay. So 2nd and 10 from the 50. Sure, they would want to get about 25 yards before they call any sort of field goal for Davis. They're not looking short. They're looking long, and this one is well out of bounds as well. Going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, on that one, there was even more of a desperation throw because the Grizz just really enclosed on Davis there and was about to sack him, and he just got that out. And surprisingly, not many receivers in that area. Could have been called, but...
Got to be careful, interception of his own.
Mm-hmm.
But now with 3rd and 10, still 2 timeouts. Got to get something here. Davis with good blocking. And they're going to call 4th and 1 possibly. And we're going to get a timeout by Crater.
Well, where this close side judge here is looking, it looks like they get 1st down.
And a timeout, so they did give him the 1st down. So 1st down from the Grizzlies 40, and they got 1 timeout allowed left in seconds. So they could at least either take a shot in the end zone and then a second shot in the end zone, or they go for something in the 1st down, try it on the 25 or the 20, and either out of bounds and get one more shot.
If you were a coach, what would you call right now? If you were a coach,
I would call a quick out, maybe a 5 or 6 yard out. See if how many seconds that takes off. Maybe a second one, probably 2 short ones. Use a timeout, or a short one and then line up in the middle and there's so many options, honestly.
Well, then, you wouldn't have been a very good coach.
I'm going to choose to ignore that comment.
I will pick one play. I'm not sure which one I would pick, but I'm just teasing.
So 1st down from the 40.
If I was coach with 2 points up, I would take 2 shots to the end zone here. And
here's
exactly
1 shot to the end zone. Well, and that's 3 seconds left and 1 timeout. So you really have 1 shot in the end zone. That's it. So that play, because you have to wait until they get to the end zone, that took so much time. You still have 1 timeout. You want to try to use that timeout, get something closer. That's why you got to go something short. That's what I would not have done. I know that.
See, I would have taken 2 shots to the end zone. And it looks like they're going to take another timeout here.
Because there's no time to do really anything and use the timeout, so they're going to take and have a talk about it.
So what are you going to talk about?
Well, coming up is the Crater Foundation Halftime Report. The foundation provides scholarships for Crater graduates to help them take the next step and succeed. Learn how you can help them too at craterfoundation.district6.org. That's craterfoundation.district6.org. You're definitely going to have to take a shot either towards the 10 or the 5 or just Hail Mary it. We'll go short with Acre to about the 15 or 10 and see if he can shake and bake to the end zone. But this was a real opportunity for the Comets to at least get a field goal. Because now if they don't come up away with anything, Ashland comes back, scores a touchdown. It's a one-point game or one-score game again, where they could have been up 2 or 3, even 3 at this point. So last shot for Crater. And that does it for the half. So Ashland able to stuff the Comets and keep it 21-7. We're at halftime. Stick around. The Crater Foundation halftime report coming up in just a few moments. You're watching TableRockSports.net. Be right back after a few messages.
I'm Lieutenant Griffin with a message from the Central Point Police Department about our Explorer program. If you're between 14 and 21 years of age and are interested in a career in law enforcement, the Explorer program at CPPD might be just the program for you. Explorers will learn about all aspects of police work through ride-alongs, training sessions, and an annual competition with other youth participants. Visit us at the Central Point Police Department or call 541-664-5578 to learn more about how to get yourself signed up for this fun program. Central Point Police Department. Dedicated service, committed to excellence.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you...
Oh, they're just doing announcing? Yeah? Oh, that's good.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Crater Foundation, who provides scholarship assistance to every graduating senior from Crater High School who applies for one, and provides scholarship assistance to students continuing their education after completing at least 1 year of college. Since its inception, the Crater Foundation has awarded over $4.38 million in scholarship assistance to more than 4,085 Crater High graduates. The Crater Foundation is dedicated to providing these scholarships to Crater High grads and relies solely upon the support of the community, individuals, local businesses and organizations, alumni, and District 6 staff members to do so. Become a part of the Crater Foundation community and contribute to making dreams a reality. If you're interested in making a donation or sponsoring a scholarship, please contact us by email at craterfoundation@district6.org or by phone at 541-494-6308.
Hey, it's Officer Evans, Central Point Police Department, here with another episode of Traffic Safety First. We're going to talk about intersection laws today. Let's go! For this episode, we're going to be talking about parking near or stopping at intersections. To help us with this, we have a special guest, Jax.
Hello.
We're going to use this car and this map. Our first topic today, we'll talk about when a vehicle is supposed to stop at an intersection. Jax will show us where a vehicle is supposed to stop. As you can see here, Jax has stopped his vehicle at the edge of the white lines, indicating a pedestrian crossing zone at the intersection. If no one is in the zone after you stop and you need better visibility to enter an intersection, you may then pull up slowly until visibility is clear and then enter the intersection when safe to do so. For our second topic, we'll be talking about stop signs. Hey Jax, you know what a stop sign means?
Kind of. So when somebody drives up to a stop sign, they park right here, and then a car goes by to his house, then the car slowly moves forward and then goes right there to where it needs to go.
Right, that's perfect. Stop signs are pretty self-explanatory, but we get asked all the time, how close can a person park to a stop sign? Any guesses?
Right here?
It's very close. How many feet do you think that is?
10.
10? The actual law states that it's 20 feet from the stop sign.
Right here?
Perfect. I'll take it. And finally, let's briefly discuss four-way stops. This one is mostly well known, but it's worth mentioning. At a four-way stop, the person who comes to a complete stop at the intersection first has the right-of-way. The order then follows that same trend, and the next person who stopped is the next person who has the right-of-way.
Why was the cop at the beach?
Why?
Because there was a crime wave.
That's it for our fifth episode. For any exceptions to the information, please review the Oregon Revised Statute for each topic. Many thanks to our guest star, and we will see you next month for our sixth episode of Traffic Safety First.
Welcome back, Dutch Meyer Field, Aaron Nilsson, Danny, Canada. See the Central Point, the Crater band on the field now. And Edgar Allan Poe, Edgar Allan Poe, not Poe, not taking a survey right now. Survey says, all right, this is the Crater Foundation halftime report. Go over some quick stats. Daniel will get some scores from me in just a minute. Quiet first quarter. Crater with a Davis 3-yard touchdown run, put him up 7-0, held Ashland to 0 points in that first quarter, and then 14-7, a little bit more in the second. A 19-yard touchdown catch by Gabe Eckwall tied it up at 7. After they had scored in the two previous plays, but penalties knocked them back. So they scored 3 times on that drive, on that series, essentially 3 plays in a row, but it only counts for 1. Crater and then a 22-yard touchdown catch for Shearer made it 14-7, and then 8-yard touchdown rush by Davis made it 21-7. And I feel a wasted opportunity for Crater with Kwiatlinski and the interception. Brought down to the 35, personal foul, put him back to the 50, but with 2 timeouts left in 31 seconds, Davis was pressured, desperation passes, couldn't knock in even a field goal. Ashland will get the ball back to start the second half. 2 turnovers and downs. This is where the story, I think, could be different. Ashland turned it over on downs with 4:12 left in the first quarter at the Crater 26. Turnover on downs at 4:48 at the Crater 25 in the second quarter. So they have been knocking on that door several times, scoring once, just not able to push it in. And credit Crater Comet defense. 4 penalties for 45 yards for Crater, 3 for 15, 3 silly little just 5-yard nothings for Ashland. Hasn't stopped them from doing anything. But scores and thoughts, Danny.
Well, thoughts, I'll start with that. This is definitely one of those games where the score doesn't really reflect how the game has been played out, because it should be closer to 7-7 or 21-21, which either way you look at it. Like, they should be closer. I think, the Grizzlies were just robbed on a couple of attempts there, like you say, turning over and downs a couple of times, and then that interception there by Kwiklinski. They're kind of lucky that it's not a bigger deficit, but this game has really been played very, very well, and just the Comets have been able to just capitalize on those opportunities where the Grizzly has fallen just short, and it's going to be a great second half. So that's that. How about some of the scores for you, some other halftimes? St. Mary and Brookings, they're in halftime right now. St. Mary's 14, Brookings 3. Let's see, North and Roseburg, they're at the half. North up 27-0 over Roseburg. And David Brad, 90 yards, 3 touchdowns. And so far, he's got over 1,000 yards on the season and 19 touchdowns. So North having a great game against Roseburg. South, haven't got any updates from them. Last time we checked, they were 21 down 21-0 to Sheldon. And that's all the scores I've got so far.
Sheldon, a great team again. South Medford at home. So you feel like Spielberg Stadium should get behind them, and they're having a pretty good year. See what they can do in the second half. And the Crater Band's still out there. And it is Nevermore.
And that's actually an original piece that they have come up with, written by, who wrote that? Let's see here.
This is the homecoming night.
Oh, original composition by Aaron Raley, and that's based on Edgar Allan's Poe, The Raven. And the band recently took first place at the Pride of the Northwest Marching Band Championships in Grants Pass, so congratulations to the Crater Band there. And additional awards they've earned were High Visual, High Color Guard, and High General Effect. And this is the second time that I've seen them do this show at the halftime here, and this one was great. You know, they've had a little more time to practice and put it together, their pieces, and I think they're doing a great job. Those kids down there doing a great halftime entertainment show, and it's not over because it's homecoming, so they've got the Royal Guard coming up next, I believe.
It's just barely started the festivities. Good first half. Crater is not as Bo Lenners, the head coach for Ashland, hoping the team would feel right now. He's hoping they'd feel terrible. So far, so good. But can Crater continue that feeling and emotion into the second half? Can Ashland turn it around? Because this team, again, 33 fewest amount of points they have scored, and that was at Redmond. Last week, 48 Eagle Point, 66 against Churchill before that. But 56, 49, 60 the other 3 games in their 3 wins. So they know how to score.
They do.
And I'm sure there will be more by them in the second half. Crater defense has got to watch out.
You got to think the Grizzlies now sitting there at halftime, they're finding themselves in a position they haven't been in all season. You know, down by 2 scores, only got 7 on the board at halftime, shut out first quarter. They definitely are going to have to be rethinking, I'm sure, some game plan. And what do you think Coach is telling them?
Coach Lenners for Ashland?
Yes.
They got to keep doing what they're doing because they're moving the ball. Those 2 turnovers on downs were at the 25, 26. They were deep in Crater territory.
Which is a hard position because it's going to be hard to kick a field goal from there. They're not going to want to punt, so I agree 100% with that play call.
Keep going. Keep doing what they're doing. They are moving the ball down on that Crater defense, and they get the ball back. So main thing is just take whatever time you need on this first series coming back. Just make sure you get something out of this first series, and then they guarantee they're still in this. If it's 21-10 or 21-14. They got to score in this first drive, but use the clock like they did in that first quarter.
Yep.
Take 5-6 minutes off the clock on that series. Don't rush anything. As long as Sayre is hitting his receivers, which he missed Watson several times in the flat, he's right in front of him, only 10 yards away.
Right.
He's missing them. They have the athletes to move the sticks and put something in there. So I'd say just keep doing what they're doing. They've only got 3 penalties on them in 15 yards, so that's not a problem. They've been pretty smart about that. It's really just ineligible receiver, illegal formation, and a false start.
Right.
So their emotions are in check. They're just fine. And they just got to hope for another turnover. That interception they pulled out at 57 seconds left as Crater was driving, and now the Ashland 33. So they've already got a turnover. They can hope that they can get it again, get something score on this first drive, and they're in business.
Yep, I think so. I think you're right. If they can march down the field, take a good chunk of time off the clock, really own it, and come away 14-21, they're right in this game. They are not leaving early. We are not going to see a 45 lead auto run clock happening tonight.
No mercy
I think
rule
the second
tonight.
half is going to be grind.
And we have the homecoming. Is this the court, or is Gavin Acree is included in this one?
From Caps, Gavin Acree is escorted by his parents, Laura Wallace and Tim Acree.
You see on the scoreboard there.
And Anna Myers is escorted by her parents, Amy and Gary Myers.
Big night for a lot of these kids.
From Crater Renaissance Academy, Dayton Robinson is escorting Juliana Bartlett. This is your Crater 2019 homecoming court.
There's the homecoming court.
Took place this week, and we
Never went to homecoming or prom my entire high school. Didn't go to homecoming until college, and I'll tell you what, I do not regret it. But I'm glad these kids, hopefully they're having fun. I just couldn't justify spending $100 on somebody I didn't like that much. I didn't want to just go as friends either. I was just like, I'd rather just play games or video games or be at home or go on a run or something.
Nice.
That's me. That's me. But then,
well, we didn't have a homecoming up in Canada. We definitely had some proms and things, and I attended those, and we'll just leave it at that.
Okay. We're still at halftime. We got about 4.5 minutes left. We're going to move on quickly. You're watching TapeRockSports.net. I'll be right back.
K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lake who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is a guy from Lithia who made it all possible. Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye Care.
And we're back. John Scott scoreboard. You see, and we're doubling up on the scoreboards. The one here at Dutch-Meyer Field. There you go. They added 3 minutes to this. And more fireworks. And I'm sure we'll have more fireworks in the second half, too. Sure, there'll be more scoring, but how much more? Step away for just another couple minutes. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is a guy from Lithia who made it all possible. Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye Care.
And we are back. Second half kickoff. Trevor Davis for Crater will kick it off to Ashland. And something we did not bring up, but don't know if he'll get to play. That one player for the Grizzlies, the freshman, the only freshman. Is he really a freshman?
I don't know.
Is he really out there? Is he really number 72?
He could be a spy.
Jack Bauer is on the Ashland Grizzlies squad. And, of course, a touchback for Ashland. Start from their own 20.
So I haven't seen number 72. We can take a quick look and see if we've got someone on the other side there. Sporting 72.
I see a 7-something.
See if we can find Mr. Jack Bauer. There he is. He has been located. Right there behind number 50 there. 72 appears. Now, if you don't know who Jack Bauer is, he is the #1 spy in the show 24, played by
Kiefer Sutherland.
One of my faves, Kiefer Sutherland.
Yep.
Also Canadian, just to throw it out there.
He's
Actually,
also
he was
a
born in
singer.
London. Actually, he was born in the UK, if you didn't know that. And he lived in Canada for a long time.
He's also a great singer, apparently. He tours.
Oh, yeah, he's got a band. He's got a band, actually. He was, I don't know if he was sick or hurt himself, but he had to actually cancel the last couple of shows of his recent tour and had to reschedule over in Europe.
Wow.
But a friend of mine played piano at his wedding. One of his first marriages to Kelly something.
His first marriage?
Back in the 90s. Yeah, Kelly, late 90s, I think that's when it was, 96, 97. Kelly something.
Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell.
Well, it could have been. You know them Hollywood types.
This will bring up third down. Sanford picks up about 3 or 4 on that one. But yeah, Jack Bauer comparable to Chuck Norris in the realm of jokes. Jack Bauer once stepped into quicksand. The quicksand couldn't escape and nearly drowned. So yeah, quite the cult legend.
Not quite the same as Chuck Norris, who is hashtag legend.
Yeah. No one could top Chuck Norris.
Jack Bauer's a close second, though.
He is. Sayre goes for the short one. Sanford can't come up with the catch. That's going to bring up fourth down, 4th and 3. And Ashland is going to punt.
That was great timing, though, by Crater D just to be able to get there right as the ball was arriving, not get loose, not get yourself a penalty. Yeah, as a third down and long, having a penalty. And,
that was very close.
You know, keeping you on the field when you're about to get off. Those types of things kill you. And
watch for the fake punt, though, too. It's only 4th and 3. Oh, go for the real one this time. Gonna get another Grizzlies bounce. Take it inside the 30. Down to the 27.
And Grizzlies have been very lucky with those punts. Not in that position for the receiver to call a fair catch and getting some really lucky bounces. That's great field position. Or a good, I should say, a good sway. Like that's a good push that they were able to, good field position for the positive for the Grizzlies. In a sense, right? Negative in the
for the kicking team. The Grizzlies are able to push the Comets back and not give them great field position. They start from their 27. And we're going to have a timeout by Ashland.
That's interesting that you would have to call timeout already.
Not sure what
on your first defense.
Because winners didn't like, or not sure, but that doesn't bode well for the Grizzlies. They got 2 timeouts left here. And we got 10:23 left in the third quarter. Get your crunch on with crispy, crunchy chicken available at My Circle K. That's a game winner right there. Find them, follow them, kick back with them at mycirclek.com. However, not available at the Central Point My Circle K, right?
No, they are not, which is a shame because I live right down the street. I love that crunchy chicken.
Acrease run and sprint to the outside. Stiff arms, but doesn't really get anything. Watson able to push him out. No gain. I think that homecoming king crown really is pushing down on the shoulders for Acree.
Yeah.
Little slower on that run.
Yeah, if you missed it during halftime there, Gavin Acree crowned the homecoming king, along with Anna Myers as the queen for the royalty here in the halftime show.
Davis keeping this one, runs into Shearer, his blocker. And close to the first down. They got a yard and a half maybe. They'll give it to him at the 35, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
So did you watch any of the Chiefs-Broncos last night, Aaron?
I did not.
4th and 1. Patrick Mahomes tries to go for it. Just a regular quarterback sneak. Tries to push it through and got landed on by
That's
lineman.
when he got hurt.
Popped his knee out. Yep. So dislocated, and it can happen. It was weird because you didn't see any gruesome hit. All of a sudden, he just wasn't getting up after that 4th and 1.
Yeah.
It was just odd. He couldn't move.
I only read the story. I was looking later as they pick up the first down. Moving those chains. I really only read the story later on ESPN talking about that, how it was one of the linemen, I think, he's just talking about that play and saying something about someone yelling, get off me, and he didn't realize that, oh, wait, that's my QB. Yeah.
Sometimes those 1 yards are hardest to get, because everyone's all piled up right there.
Sometimes it is those silly little nothing plays is where people really get hurt. Unfortunately, dislocating a kneecap. That was that report. What it said is that the knee did not look like a knee.
I saw them pop it back in when they were showing it on TV, and it looked painful and gross. But he's only going to miss a couple weeks, no surgery, so not bad.
That's the only problem is it's because you're dealing with ligaments and tendons, just like as I dealt with my knee. It's not going to ever be stronger. It would always be weaker from here on out. Once it shifted, it's stretched a little bit. Brock is able to pick up a first down for Crater.
Yeah, he's able to stretch the defense a little bit. Nice run.
Yeah, his knee, Mahomes, unfortunately, it's always going to be weaker.
It was his kneecap that came out. Oh, yuck. Oh, man. And he waved off the cart and walked off. Yep. I got to say that was a pretty studly move. That dude's a beast.
Adrenaline is running 30 at 2, so that helps. But, yeah, that's... Feel bad for him. Makes the catch, but we're going to call that out of bounds. So brings up 2nd down. The Crater already taken off 3 minutes on the clock on this drive. They've only gone 34 yards. Davis short one to Shearer. Shearer the first down and more. And we got a flag. He's in for the score, but there is a flag. Could be a holding. Usually what happens when you have that much space to move around.
Yeah, that's probably what it's going to be as you see them heading back here, which is a shame because that was a fantastic run. Shearer got some speed.
So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Doesn't put them really far away from anything where they were. Just instead of a touchdown, it's 2nd down. Davis is going to keep this one. This will be a real first down this time. Third first down on this drive. Acree gets the toss. Got a good lead blocker. Hits to the outside. And pulled out, but first and goal coming up for the Crater Comets.
I just love the way Acree runs, too. He's got speed, he's got power. And you said a flag, huh?
There's a flag. Who is this on?
I don't see the...
And another one. Wait to see how this dust settles. Wow. Wow. All the way to the 39.
So 2 unsportsmanlike conducts are calling against the Comets, and it looks like they're charging them for both. A 30-yard penalty? Did they take both?
I don't know. I really don't know.
No, that had to be just a 15-yarder. Interesting what's happening here. And you got the rain coming back through. Take a look there.
Yeah. Really coming down. But pushing them back to the Ashland 39. So those plays like this didn't even happen. It ends up being 30 yards. They are penalized.
Maybe in the case of a sportsmanlike conduct, they can stack up.
Because it was right after, and then later there was, looks like a lineman, because the center, the main ref was right there, the lineman for Crater. And he was looking right at one of the linemen, and he just threw the flag right up. So two things came through, yeah. Be close to a first down for Crater. I'm not sure exactly how to call them, but I know it was 2 15-yard penalties. So,
well, they run sportsmanlike conducts because of what he was doing, what the ref was doing.
For both of them?
Yes, they were both exactly the same calls.
Okay.
So maybe one of the linemen were being chippy and mouthy, and maybe he was directing it towards the ref, and that might have been why. Again, I'm just speculating. I have no idea. Whoa!
That's a first down, and a lot more for Brock. What was that?
He's just busting through tackles and like a wall.
So he gets through. A lot of pressure.
I thought they were about to stop him for forward progress there.
Still up, and he kept his legs moving and comes away with another 10 yards on that one. And Acree inside and pushed out around the 2-yard line.
And now you take a quick look. That rain is really starting to come down now.
Yes, it is.
So this is a lot heavier than we started to sprinkle there in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning of the game. This is definitely heavier rain.
So it picks up speed as you look at it towards the light. You know if it picks up speed near the light, it's already slow. It's really coming down there. that's going to be another score. That's a 4-yard touchdown rush. Davis pushing through. That's the 3rd touchdown by Trevor Davis. Extra point is good. It is 28-7. Crater really getting some distance. We're under 5 minutes in the 3rd quarter. You're watching TableRockSports.net. We are far from over. Be right back after these messages.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lake who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass.
And we're back. Let's see if this one's a touchback as well, and of course it is. Almost to that back line. Is that rain? Yeah, really coming down here. Let's get the update. Previously it was 54 and cloudy. 54 and shower.
So here's a quick update for you. End of the 3rd quarter, St. Mary's still 14 over Brookings 3. And 3rd quarter, North is now 40. Roseburg still scoreless. And that's the 3rd quarter for them too. So it's going to be a long climb back for the Grizz if they're going to try and do anything to win this one.
Sayer escapes to 1 sack, gets it off. That's a good catch there. It's going to be a 1st down.
It looks like
that was complete to Nathan Carter.
And it looks like Nathan Carter just grabbed it, kind of pinned it to his leg and his body, just stepped out of bounds, and that was just a great catch, great awareness, just to be able to get one for your team to get that 1st down. That was a great job.
Excuse me, not Nathan Carter. That's Nolan Reinfort, number 8. But yeah, he just pinned it, right to his leg as he's going out of bounds. But hey, that's control. That's all you need is the control.
And a foot in.
And we're going to get probably an arm around his back on that one.
Incomplete pass intended for Nolan Reinfort.
You can hear they are not happy about that call here. Coaches were running out onto the field too. Lucky they didn't get themselves a penalty.
He did have his right arm on his shoulder. You got to be careful with that. But these are the kind of these mistakes that the Crater cannot have. They cannot afford these, because this is putting them right now into their own territory with not much time gone. I mean, 20 seconds gone, and they're already at the Crater 44. Sayer going deep, and that's caught. That's going to be 1st and goal for the Grizzlies. Just like that.
And that was pretty. That was a great pitch and catch there. Look that they worked on that several times, because that just looked, it was in sync, perfect. One of those ones they'd scripted and practiced. Good timing, both on the same page, and hey, 1st and goal.
And we've only got 30 seconds gone on this series, which started at their own 20. This is what Ashland can do. Watson with the handoff, busting through, and he's in for the score.
Touchdown, Ashland Grizzlies. 7-yard run by Demario Watson.
So 7-yard run cuts the lead to 28-13. Extra point here will cut it in half to 28-14. And it gives Crater the ball back. This is what these penalties do. Shoot themselves in the foot if they're not careful. That one is dinked off the right upright. No good. It remains at 28-13. Will that one play a role in this?
28, Grizzlies, 13.
Step away for just a moment. You're watching TapeRockSports.net.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central.
Welcome back. 4:12 left on the John L. Scott scoreboard, and yes, 28-13. Ashland just scoring the touchdown. Demario Watson set from 7 yards out. PAT missed off the right upright. And this one is also in the end zone for a touchback. So Crater will start from their own 20, 80 yards to go.
And not sure if this is correct, but is that the first touchback that Ashland has done on the kickoff so far? I know they've done one try onside attempt. They've
only kicked 2. That was their third.
So, yeah, that'd be the first touchback, eh?
Because the second one after the score was a little short, kind of trickery onside. So, yeah.
So he's got a leg, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The kicker can kick. Which is interesting that we haven't seen anything out of the kicker at all much today with the surprise onside, no field goal attempts. So, because I didn't know what their kicker was like.
Kevin Acree on the carry.
He's got the leg, but not PAT, missing off the upright. His aim may not be very good.
You know, there could have been a bad snap. It could have been a bunch of things. You know, even
no, it's never the kicker's fault.
Oh, never. Laces
never
out.
The kicker's fault.
Laces out.
I was the kicker. It was never my fault. Always, everything else was wrong.
See, that's why no one likes kickers.
What in the world? He spun off and picked up more. I'm going to have to watch that again because I thought he was down at the 30, but he spun off the back.
Yeah, I think we missed that.
So right here, he had the first down at the 30. Spun off the back. He was still up off of Watson and kept going. He was still up and in. He spun off the back of Watson. Wow. And everyone thought they'd called it. Wow. And Brock up the middle for another first down, bruising run into the 30-yard line, out to the 27.5, 28-yard line.
And Brady Brock getting a lot of running duties today, more than we've seen him for the season so far. But the most carries we've seen Brock coming through out of the backfield. So Coach has some great faith in him, especially being able to bulldoze through the lines like that. Great run.
Crater not taking off much time off the clock, but they're definitely taking a lot of yards.
Cameron Kramer on the carry.
They just want to restore that 20-point lead.
By Austin Harris.
Brock stuffed at the line. Great tackle there.
Brady Brock tackled for no gain. Tackle made by 51. That's Jonah Rosewood.
51, I'm not sure. Looks like Jonah Rosewood, who's normally named as 34. So that's one roster change. Davis, and that's a PI.
Pass incomplete to David. Dawson Douglas.
Douglas making that move. Douglas may get something called on him for some remarks. May have been lippy.
Yeah, when the ref throws his hat down like that.
Because he has no flag to throw.
Yeah.
Maybe even like more of a taunting penalty, maybe by Douglas. So defensive pass interference. And unsportsmanlike conduct.
Pass interference against the Grizzlies. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Comets.
And so they get a fresh set of downs, but they only gain 2 yards on the play, essentially.
Excuse me. 1st and 10 for the Comets.
Sometimes I'd love to be down on the field, or I love when they have these guys mic'd up, on the pros. Just to hear what they're saying to each other down there, I wonder if that was a little remark after the pass interference, and then, of course, the refs aren't going to let these kids talk like that, so, they're unsportsmanlike conduct. I think that's about the 4th one called today, or not the 5th one. I think they had 2 against them in one shot.
Yeah, the 2, which back to about 30, back to their own 39, when it was going to be 1st and goal from the 9.
Another unsportsmanlike there, and I think they've had a few others, so.
Acree still moving, and he's in for the score. No penalties.
Gavin Acree up the middle, touchdown Crater Comets, 28-yard run.
That guy just keeps moving. He does not stop. See that again. You think he's down? Defense thinks he's down.
We thought he was down.
He's still up. And Davis for the extra point. Now it is good. It's 35-13, 22-point lead for Creter. We're going to step away because, we need to breathe too. Be right back after these messages.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lake who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just a dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass.
Welcome back. Aaron Nilsson, Danny Canada, TableRockSports.net. Trevor Davis kicking off. Is it? Yes. Touchback. Ashland from their own 20, down 22. 2 timeouts left. We're just about 1 minute, over 1 minute. They just readjusted the clock. So 1 minute, 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Again, 2 plays. Definitely going to be sending to KTVL for Friday Night Football tonight. Runs by Gavin Acree, where you thought he was down, but he's not. Huzzah, he's still up. Catch there and into Comet territory. Again, that one is Nolan Reinfort.
30-yard pass completion to Nolan Reinfort. Tackle made by James Williams.
So a 32-yarder to the 48.
And great game there for the Grizz. But they might be done on this one.
Still got a whole quarter left, and you got to be careful.
I know, but on the road, already down.
Sayer bobbled that one. That's going to be, they call that, it can't be an incomplete pass.
Probably
There was no pass.
4 yards.
Is there a penalty? I don't see a flag anywhere.
They call him down?
Maybe his knee was down, possibly.
Oh, because his knee was down when he picked it up?
I think so. That's what that must have been. There was no other thing that could have been called on that.
Well, I was waiting for a penalty flag, too. I thought it might have been some sort of illegal procedure or shift or some kind of illegal formation.
They kept the clock running, so it really confused me. Going deep, he's got his man, and that one is incomplete.
Pass intended for Gabe
And
Eckwall.
Eckwall, the slide in the end zone is so wet down there. When he dove for it, and he slid about 8 yards on his back.
Well, I don't think he dove for it. I just think he was running so much and tried to get out and reach for it. He just couldn't get his balance back once he missed it. It
kept going, yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Man.
Slid to almost the back of the end zone. But yeah, that field gets really slick when it's wet.
This will be the last play of this third quarter. Watson, and he is stuffed at the 49. Picks up a few yards. That's the end of the third quarter. We do have a penalty flag. So, not sure exactly what it was, but the penalty was declined. That is the end of the third. You're watching TableRockSports.net. Be right back after these messages.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central.
So an offensive pass interference is declined by Crater. Brings up 4th down as the Grizzlies are punting now again. That's a good spiraling punt. And that is going to be great for the Grizzlies down at the 1.
Wow. Grizzlies have been fantastic with their punting special teams today, and a really good job and very lucky job getting all the bounces in that one there. Good thing they didn't be stepping on any of the end zone when they were downing that, but downing it at the 1, that's fantastic.
Can't get much better than that. Making Crater go 99 yards.
Well,
Ashland looking for the safety.
An entire quarter to do it.
And now it's on Comet's offensive coordinator to call the right plays to get him out. And down to the 5. Keep that clock running.
And you see the slide there. That was another good 3 yards of sliding.
It's like the one soccer, there was a commercial, I can't remember who it was, but where the guy slides on his knees after he scores a goal, and it shows him just sliding through the tunnel, out.
Stop.
Yeah. You saw that one?
I've seen the
slide.
slide.
Who it was, yeah. And Brock close to the 10-yard line.
So I can't say I saw that commercial, but I've seen that run and slide on the knees, the victory type, yeah.
So they were just remaking that, but he just keeps sliding. I think it was a Geico commercial. I'll pull it up. But yeah, 3rd and 1 for Crater. There's a hard count by Trevor Davis. Almost bit.
And he's done a couple of them tonight. You've seen some flinching by the Grizzlies, but they've been very disciplined to not go offside. Fall for it.
Acree's got that, and that's a first down and more.
And that should have been a face mask, no?
I think he had him around the chest. It didn't look like he had a face mask, but
lucky.
So first down, Crater. Well out of the danger now. At least danger of a safety at their own 20. Someone's thrown to Acree. There's a flag. This could be a holding.
Gavin Acree on the carry. 4-yard gain.
Looks like it is. Yep. The other penalty on Crater.
Holding on the Comets.
We'll have the official totals for you at the end of the game. But this is worse than last week.
Penalty-wise?
I'll just tell you that right now. We still have the whole quarter left.
I don't doubt it. 4 unsportsmanlikes, personal fouls, are we going to call them? 5 maybe? That's not good.
Acree making everybody miss, getting past the 25.
And then you go and do something like that and totally redeem yourself.
He's the penalty eraser.
Exactly. The penalty eraser. The redeemer.
Yeah. I mean, really, you get the 2 15-yard unsportsmanlike conducts like they had in that second quarter, and then just give it to Acree, and he'll make up 20 of those 30 like on the front and the next play. So second and a very manageable 4. Douglas. He's got the first down. Keep the clock running.
I think he got 4 yards after he made contact with that first defender, so he got well more than the first down for sure. I just love that non-quit. You've already got a great lead, and you're just going to keep bowling over players. I love that non-quit attitude. And just to clarify, that was a block in the back, that penalty that was declined earlier before the end of the third quarter there.
Davis, Jasko. And that one's loose. They're giving it to him. That is a fumble lost.
Fumbled and recovered by the Grizzlies.
Now, they don't get the opportunity for replay down there, but I wonder if he was down.
First and 10, Ashland.
Unfortunately, I got it after it already happened.
Well,
but
Grizzly ball then.
Yeah, that's. I think it probably was from up here.
Turnovers are not reviewed in high school. All turnovers are reviewed in the booth in the pros, right?
I believe so.
High school? No. Not the case. The case here for the Grizz, though, getting an opportunity.
Dangerous place to lose a fumble. And that's what I mean. This team is still in. He's still got 8.5 minutes to go.
And great job on the catch there. A little bit behind the receiver, having to stop and got to turn back low and grab it down by his hip behind him. If that would have been out in front of him, he would have got a whole chunk more yards for sure. A great job being able to concentrate, at least make the catch, bring it down, and get your team a new set of downs.
Ashland has life. Watson, good catch there. Picking up about 5 yards on that first play.
5-yard gain.
We're under 8 minutes to go. Going to be a keeper by Sayer. But he's not going anywhere, not getting the first down. Still 2 yards away, so about 3rd and 2.
Tackle there by Caden Lassiter, stopping the potential first down.
Precious time taken here. Sayer has nowhere to go. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. They're calling it incomplete because of being out of bounds. So out of bounds, coming back in, you cannot
brings up a 4th and 3.
Touch the ball.
Touch the ball. Be the first to touch the ball, right?
Right. Yep. And because it looks like it was on the line or over the line, that is going to be incomplete and 4th down here coming up for the Grizzlies.
So if this is another turnover on downs, that would be the story of the night for the Grizz.
That would be their 3rd if they do not convert here. Sayer getting pressure, going for the end zone, and that's overthrown. That is going to be another turnover on downs for Ashland.
Comets take over on their own 20, 1st and 10.
And they were at the Crater 19. So 3 turnovers on downs. One at the Crater 26, one at the Crater 25, one at the Crater 19.
And like I say, that is the story of the night for the Grizz.
Acree slips 1, slips 2. He's still in. Delivers quite the blow. Crater sidelines got to be careful.
Crater crowd loving that hit, though. Not stepping out of bounds, just bowling over a player. And the crowd just roared for that one.
And you see the Crater, the Comets coaching staff immediately turning around to the players on the sideline and just pushing it back, going, shh, stop, don't want another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Davis on the keeper. And great job there by Logan Sanford to at least keep him wrapped up enough for help and backup on the Grizzlies defense. Get 2nd and 12. The biggest thing for Crater here is not only, even if they don't score, the biggest thing for them is, with that fumble lost, stopping Ashland from getting into the end zone. and eating out more of this fourth quarter clock. I think that's, bless you.
Excuse me, I couldn't stop that one from coming.
It's hard to stop a sneeze. Don't worry about that.
I'm usually pretty good at this. That one I couldn't. I apologize.
But I think that's the biggest thing, the biggest win for Crater is not that even if they don't score on this drive, they're able to take a couple more minutes off the clock. And they stopped Ashland from scoring.
Yep. Absolutely.
Still up by 22. We get a timeout by Crater, their first use of this half. The fans stop into any one of the 7 Siskiyou Cellular locations in Southern Oregon for a wide range of your wireless needs. For over 25 years, Siskiyou Cellular has been keeping customers connected to people and things that matter most. Check out the latest individual, family, and business plans with all the latest smartphones, tablets, hotspots, and accessories. Siskiyou Cellular, presenting sponsor of Table Rock Sports. And fans, we know you like to access our games on your mobile devices, but how many of you knew we had an app for that? The TRS app is available through the Apple and Android stores. Be sure to check out TableRockSports.com each week for our features and our news feeds updated daily. Follow at Table Rock Sports on Twitter and Instagram. So it's third down. Kramer's got the first down and more. They're about the 42-yard line of Ashland.
Gain of 11 yards.
Now it's all about time management.
Well, yeah, once you're this part of the game, absolutely. And ball security, right? You definitely don't want to have another turnover. And that was a weird one by Jasko. Not normal.
So we're under 5 minutes left in this game. Another handoff to Acree. Homecoming King. Inside the 25. Another first down Comets.
Large gain for the Comets. 18-yard pickup.
Yeah, we have Grizzly on turf. Number 70. Not sure he's not on the roster. Trying to come out and take a look at him. Hopefully he's all right. We're gonna go ahead and get him on his backside to take a look at him, even though initially he was on his knees. Which you think that's not a bad sign?
Well, it just depends on how you fall and what the injury is, and if you have to use your ankle to roll over or whatever it is. So, yeah, I get it. But, I would not want to be sitting down there on the field. It's wet. There's rain coming down. If you kick it up and walk off, it's got to be serious. Otherwise, I'd be trying to get up and get out of the rain.
They're taking a look at his right knee.
And number 70, not on our roster for today.
It's up on his feet.
It looks pretty serious, not being able to put any weight on it at all.
Could be a twist, could be a sprain, could be a strain. Hopefully nothing with...
It's definitely some pain.
Tears. But yeah. Definitely.
I was just trying to rhyme.
You did it. You're a poet and you didn't even know it. No, you didn't know it. You were intentionally doing that.
Yeah, I was on purpose. Although I'm not as good as Edgar Allan Poe. When the kids said they did the halftime show, that was great.
And congrats on them for winning that competition last weekend in Grants Pass. I was there for the South Medford Grants Pass boys soccer game. We broadcast with Joseph Brett on Table Rock Sports. Friday night, and as we were leaving, all the kids are out there setting up for that following day, which was for that competition. Brock getting the handoff inside the 20, keeping it inbounds to about the 19.
By Sanford. Gain of 5 yards for Brock.
Now with Crater with the ball, approaching 4 minutes, up by 22. There have been miracles. I will not call it completely done at this point, but if they score here, any score, I will call it. I'll be there right with you. But I got to give it another score.
All right.
I do.
Okay.
Or another 2 minutes. 2 minutes or a score.
Mr. Optimistic over here.
No, just I've seen a lot, and I know what can happen, and I know things can happen.
You do know things.
Avery, the ball carrier.
You know special things.
You know special things.
Logan Sanford.
Brings up 3rd down, and a long one. Looks like we got a delay game here. So not the worst of penalties, but it does make it a 3rd and 6. Davis keeping this one, punching to the outside. He's got a 1st down and more. It's going to be a 1st and goal. Crater when they set back up.
Davis on the run for a 1st down, brings up 1st and goal for the Comets.
It'd be really cool if we were really keeping track of time of possession on this one, but both these teams eat up a lot of clock, especially Crater here on this drive. Under 3 minutes. Davis with the keeper. He's in for another touchdown.
Trevor Davis, touchdown, Crater Comets.
And this one from 8 yards out. Davis's 4th touchdown run
of the night.
Of the night.
What a man!
He's got at least 6 on the year. Okay, he's probably close to 15 or 20. But just with the 4 tonight, he's scored a lot, especially with all these extra points. This will be his 6th extra point. That one is good. 42-13. I will call it now, Danny.
Well,
refrigerator doors closed. I have faith, yeah. Lights off, the doors closed. Butter's getting hard, the Jello's jiggling.
I love Jiggly Jello.
Who doesn't love Jiggly Jello? Especially when they made that pool. You saw that, where they made a pool out of Jello?
No.
No.
Haven't seen that.
It did go kind of. But yeah, they made a pool. Some guys made a pool of Jello. So you'll have to see that.
Now, did they eat it? Did they just swim in it? What did they do with a pool of Jello?
I think some of the kids did take.
I don't know, a mouthful or two. In an area where nobody swam.
Yes.
I would dive in head first and eat.
Exactly.
That'd be about it. We used to do that in Canada. We used to dive in to snowdrifts. My neighbor had a backyard that sloped down, and we knew where the slope went, so we could figure out where the snow was according to where his fence lines were.
Okay.
And we would dive off the fence into the snow. We'd go like right in there about 6 feet. It was nuts.
Oh, wow. 6 feet.
Because the yard went out beside his house, and then it went down, the steep down, and then so his backyard was a basement open out to the ground floor, right?
Yeah.
So you had your ground floor as you walked into the main part of the house, but you walked to the side down their gate, and the backyard would go down to the ground of the basement, and the basement had a walkout door, so you were going down a complete floor. So yeah, we would dump about 6 feet into the snow.
Wow. This one's brought out no touchback. It's brought to about the 17-yard line.
10-yard return brings it out to the...
Well, with this win over the Grizz, since we're going to pretty much call it, how does that work in the rankings now? I mean, Crater's already ranked 2, but with such a great,
they're not going anywhere. And Ashland's not going to fall too much, I don't think, because it doesn't matter about the score. Learning that from David Hurd, the athletic director here. Doesn't really matter the score.
Okay.
It's win or loss. And that one is not close enough for the intended receiver, Nathan Carter.
So if they do it win or loss, what's interesting to me is how they would have ranked Crater number 2 then, Ashland number 3, as seeing as that Crater has already lost one.
To the number 1 team.
Still, it's a loss.
Right, I know. It's the whole... There's that Collie rank and the OSA rank. There's all that stuff that goes into it.
I get it. Just wondering.
Strength of schedule, too, because you still have to look at the others. It's not only wins or losses. It also is strength of schedule. And opponents matter, but the score does not matter.
Gotcha.
Pass incomplete. Intended for Eric Rodriguez.
So if you look at these teams, Willamette, 56-27 win for Ashland. They beat Springfield, Ridgeview, Redmond, Churchill, Eagle Point. So a few of those teams not doing too great. Where, excuse me, I was on the wrong one there. No, that was the right one for Ashland. I just didn't pull up the Crater one. The Crater one I was trying to show. So Wilsonville, and Wilsonville was the runner-up, state runner-up last year, even though they lost all but one player. Thurston, the number 1 team.
Which is Crater's only loss.
True.
This year,
yeah. And at least with the combination of North Bend, South Eugene, and North Eugene, it's a stronger strength of schedule than Ashland has. However, that all shakes out. This punt, not sure if that was touched at all, but that is out of bounds at the 49, the Ashland 49. I would believe Davis. No, Davis is still in this one. I would think at this point that they'd have him out as quarterback.
Well, yeah,
and they do. They do. Just came out. So Blake Eaton will take over with 2:28 left in this game. Up by 29. Hand off to Perez. And Perez, even when he gets his hands on the ball, when he gets in the fourth quarter with some of these leads, he'll score himself. He'll do a lot of damage. Not a bad backup to have.
No, I mean, he still wants to get out there and show what he can do, later down in the year or next year and what to come. You want to get out there and hustle and play and do your best. And even though you've got a commanding lead, these guys are playing as individuals too, right? So they want to make sure that they're doing the best that they can too. So I don't blame them. Get a couple yards. Get another touchdown. Whatever. You got 2.5 minutes left to go. Homecoming. You got your whole fans out there. Your whole Crater Comet fans are filled up this place. Have a little fun on a Friday. That's what I say. If you asked.
Of course I asked. And thank you for your honest answer. Perez still going. It's about the 26-27 yard line.
It's amazing, too, about a lot of these kids. They know each other probably, too, from outside of school and sports, right? Just Ashland down the road right here. They probably see each other in different things. And so, some of these guys, they got buddies on the other side. There's some enemies on the other side. So, again, You want to get out there and kind of stick it to them, even if it's your friend, you know. It's always fun breaking tackles against your buds.
All about bragging rights. That long run coming around the corner by Tyler McIntosh. Got a couple on it. We're now under 1 minute to go. Crater showing their class. And that they are a force to be reckoned with. I mean, only losing by 11. When we were at South Eugene, the very vocal PA announcer, remember we were giving him some tips on the names and we were exchanging some of that as far as South Eugene roster. The pronunciation is Perez busts through and he's going to be in the end zone. Not stopping him.
Touchdown, Collins, 25-yard long.
That's the icing on the cake.
Yep.
48-13, 30 seconds left. Even he was saying when we were talking about Crater just last week and what they've done, only one loss. He asked how it was at Thurston. He said, yeah. And told him to score, 31-20. He was shocked, saying, you scored on them? Yeah, they scored 20 even. So people know Crater, what they're able to do, what they're capable of, and that they should. I'm not going to go the whole shoulda, woulda, coulda, but they are primed for a deep playoff run. They got a fire sale. Douglas wide open, and he can't catch it. Perez can't complete the two-point conversion, and it remains 48-13. We're going to step away for just a moment. Be right back for the conclusion of this one. TWRXSports.net.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye Care.
Look back, 31 seconds left. Angel Perez unable to come up with the wide open in the end zone two-point conversion, which more of that muffed two-point conversion. Didn't look like it was planned.
So that did not look planned. That was a broken play, but I do love it. They must have a call down there on the field. They've definitely practiced this before, because not the first time we've seen that, where they've had a broken PAT, and a couple of times they've been able to actually convert for a two-point in the broken play. So I'm wondering if they've got a special call, a special, like you say, a fire sale. They've got some kind of, alert, whatever it is, to let people, some receivers know to get out there and try and get open, because the kick has been muffed.
And I say fire sale more of that just because I think that's probably, I'm just drawing back to my high school days, and that's what we would yell fire.
And would you fire? Yeah.
If it was, because me being the kicker, I had to yell fire. And then I had to be open for whatever.
And your placeholder would try and go and find someone open, or would you?
Well, usually they would have it.
They would have it. As
usually because it was on the snap, and so usually it was, unless it was whoever got it, unless it was over his head and it was me. But yeah, whoever had the ball would yell, or whoever noticed that it was muffed and we need to go for two, just yell fire, and everyone just try to get open.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely got to have some sort of signal.
Number 23, ball carrier.
And that should be the last play of this game.
Tackle made by Lassiter.
Despite both teams still having two timeouts. Pointless at this point.
Yeah, no one's moving.
That is a homecoming win for Crater. 35-point commanding win by Crater Comets.
That'll do it here from Dutch Meyer Field. The final on the scoreboard. Crater Comets 48, Ashland Grizzlies 13.
And the customary handshake down at the center of the field. Good sportsmanship between both of these teams throughout this game. What a win for Crater. What a statement. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us for the MyCircleK.com postgame show coming your way next. We'll recap tonight's scoring, look at key stats, like the Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game, Hint Hit, he's wearing number 6, and check the John L. Scott scoreboard around the state, all during the MyCircleK.com postgame show coming up next. Be right back after these messages.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Crater Foundation, who provides scholarship assistance to every graduating senior from Crater High School who applies for one, and provides scholarship assistance to students continuing their education after completing at least 1 year of college. Since its inception, the Crater Foundation has awarded over $4.38 million in scholarship assistance to more than 4,085 Crater High graduates. The Crater Foundation is dedicated to providing these scholarships to Crater High grads and relies solely upon the support of the community, individuals, local businesses and organizations, alumni, and District 6 staff members to do so. Become a part of the Crater Foundation community and contribute to making dreams a reality. If you're interested in making a donation or sponsoring a scholarship, please contact us by email at craterfoundation@district6.org or by phone at 541-494-6308.
Welcome to the MyCircleK postgame show, your locally and Chevron stations, powered by Colvin Oil, who sponsored the Fuel Your School program in October. Your supporters raised over $300,000 in the past 4 years. For more information, visit mycirclek.com. We'll get to the Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game real quick. I would go with Trevor Davis. 4 rushing touchdowns.
I would concur. And on top of that, of course, all the PATs, great job punting. Of course, he had a fantastic job through the air as well, finding open receivers. It's got to be Davis tonight. I was really hoping for Acre Conceive as our homecoming king in its homecoming game, and he had a great game too, but I'm with you on number 6 for sure. Fantastic job by Mr. Davis.
Some great runs. Fireworks going off. It is homecoming night. Travel Medford and Southern Oregon Sports Commission are working to help fans know their role. Learn more at travelmedford.com/Southern Oregon Sports Commission. Trevor Davis, I know the 4 rushing touchdowns. And he did not have, that was it. There were no, and 1, yes. I didn't know there was, and he had a 1 touchdown pass to Shea Shear in the second quarter to put him up 14-7.
Right.
Get some scores real quick. It's homecoming. Dan, we got to get you off to the homecoming dance.
Yeah, I got to get down there to my partners who are DJing there, and we're going to have a fun time continuing this party tonight. But, hey, North had a fun time tonight. Final score for North over Roseburg, 54, Roseburg 7. So they finally got a couple points on the board. Devin Brad, 13 carries, 111 yards, 4 TDs. And so far 1,051 yards and 20 TDs on the season. Final for St. Mary's versus Brookings. That stayed at 14-3 pretty much the entire game once we got that score out to you. And the latest for all the scores, that's it. That's all I've gotten so far.
No updates for South Sheldon, so.
No, sir.
We'll have that all for you tonight. Danny, get on your way. That's fine.
Thank you.
Have some fun.
We'll see you. I think maybe Tuesday we might have some volleyball. If not, definitely next Friday.
Next Friday, yeah, at Eagle Point for this Crater team. 2 more games at Eagle Point next Friday, and the following Friday they'll be home here versus Churchill for senior night. Wrap up some quick stats for you.
I will see you later. Thank you, Aaron.
No problem. First downs. There were a lot. We had 7, 11. I did not count those for you. Ashland, the big thing is Ashland only had 1 first down in that fourth quarter. Crater able to put down 5 and really run that clock. Penalties were a big deal. Ended up with 11 penalties total for Crater. For 130 yards. So really, really not good on that, with holding, several unsportsmanlike conducts, personal fouls, couple of pass interferences, a false start, delay of game. You can let those go. Ashland not very bad. They had 4 for a total of 30. Pass interference, legal formation, ineligible receiver, and a false start. So pretty calm on their end. Kept their emotions in check. Good to see that. But the story of the game really, turnover on downs, 3 of them for Ashland, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth quarter, all deep into Crater territory. 1 at the Crater 26, 1 at the Crater 25, 1 at the Crater 19. Interception and a fumble lost for Crater first quarter and fourth quarter. That interception was at the Ashland 33. That fumble lost was at the Crater 38, which is what they were able to hold Ashland on and not allow them to score. And that was when they were up 35-13, which really, at that point, winning that fumble gave them some hope and some belief. Unable to do it. Crater, again, showing their class. Well, we thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. Be sure and download the free TableRockSports.net app and watch a replay of this game free on your mobile devices. I'd like to thank Crater High School Athletic Director David Hurd for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. And for tonight's broadcast, special thanks to head coaches Bo Lenners and Randy Waite. Our next Table Rock Sports production, we got some soccer and volleyball coming up. Check out some great features always on our updated website at TableRockSports.net. Follow us online at Facebook.com/TableRockSports. Of course, on Twitter at TableRockSports. Hope you enjoyed this free broadcast made possible by our sponsor support. And tune in tonight. With it being Friday, we have Friday Night Football. KTVL Channel 10 Friday night at 11:10. Joe Brett, Demi DeSoto. You'll see highlights from this game and all of our Table Rock Sports teams only Channel 10 will have. Also, watch for teams live on set each week on Friday Night Football. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Crater improving to 6-1, winning this one 48-13 over Ashland, who falls to 6-1 as well. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. For Danny Canada, who's now at the homecoming dance, I'm Aaron Nilsson saying thanks for watching and good night from Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon.